Okay, as promised, I am here to deliver a technical breakdown of the Turkish Get-Up, which you would ideally use with a kettlebell. If it's your first time using it or doing this movement, then feel free to have a very lightweight or even a book or a shoe just to learn how to navigate something in space while you're figuring out the parts to this move. Before I break it down, I'm going to show you the whole movement in one ensemble, and then we can learn the stages. So it looks like this from the left side. Okay, so you can see there's a lot of stability going on in the shoulder, some hip mobility required, some core. So it's a great full body movement to learn how to be more stable, to learn how to be more mobile and to be stronger in the body. But obviously it is important that we learn how to do it correctly. So first stage is finding the bell on the left hand side. If we're working from the left, I'm going to come into a fetal position. I hook my left hand underneath the bell, my right hand goes on top. We're going to firstly learn just to roll and press. So I roll onto my back and I press the weight up at exactly the same time. I roll and I press. Come back down. We'll do this 2 more times. Roll and press. This time straighten up your right leg. Roll and press, and right leg is straight. Now we're here, we're in stage 1. Stage 2, we just need to organize our body here a little bit better. So we're going to widen up our base of support because this will help us getting up. And we also need to make sure that our shoulder is stable. So we want to take our shoulder blade and pull it down towards our hips. So we're going to depress the shoulder blade, and that just creates a stable shell for us to work from. I'm going to show you from different angles, so I'm going to move around here. So we're now set up in a better stable position. Now I need to start traveling over towards the right with the kettlebell. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to push into my left foot and guide my body so I come onto my right elbow. So I drive into the left foot, I come onto the right elbow, right here. We'll do that a couple of times. Come back down, drive into the left foot, come onto the right elbow. Now the whole time you're doing this, you want to keep that shoulder blade depressed and keep looking up at the bell. Now do it enough that you end up coming up onto the hand. So you go elbow, hand, back to the elbow, back down to the floor. One more time. Roll, press into the left foot, elbow, hand. Now the weight should be stacked on top of your head, so it shouldn't be in front of you. And your hand's going to be out here somewhere. Now we need to again organize our position so we're safer going into the next move, stage 3. You're going to slide the hand underneath the shoulder, and this gives me better opportunities to stack from. Yeah, it's all about stacking. So now we're here. The next movement is we're going to create a bridge in our hips. So we're going to push into the left foot and the right hand, so opposing, driving the hips up towards the sky. Push up, hips come high, and we'll lower back down. We'll do this 2 more times. Drive up, and lower, and 1 more time. Drive up, and lower. Now the hip bridge is there for you to get your leg underneath. It's to make space so you can get the right leg underneath you. So now we bridge up, we pick up the right foot, and we get the right knee and just place it underneath the body, close towards the shoulder if you can. We'll do that a couple more times. Pick up the right leg, take it out in front of you. 2 more times. Pick up the leg, right knee comes underneath the body, right knee comes out in front of you and comes back down. 1 more time. Pick up. Now stay here. Find your core, and from here you're just going to bring your spine into alignment. Okay, so I went from being almost horizontal to vertical. This is still stacked. I'm going to find the floor again, just do that a couple more times. Find my core, find the floor. 1 more time. Find my core, find my floor. Last time, find my core. Now here, again, I organize myself to stand up. So make sure this is stacked, core's solid, back foot's tucked under. And from here, I'm just gonna stand up out of a lunge. And you've done half of the full movement. Now we return it. So we take a step back. We find the floor with the hand. We kick the right leg out in front of us. We sit the hip back down. We slide the hand away. The right elbow comes to the floor and we start to roll over to the left. And that's the full movement. Now that roll over to the left is essentially a controlled fall. You don't want to slow it too far down. It's going to become very, very taxing. Working against gravity all the time is not the most efficient way to move. We want to allow gravity to assist the bell where it needs to go. We're just guiding it. So when it falls, you're here, let it fall, but just bring your whole body with it. Stay very close, because then the closer it is to your center of mass, the safer it is on your spine. And then you do it all over again. So one more time in full. Broken down into the movements. We start left side, roll and press. Right leg extends out. We organize the shoulder, we organize the feet, then we roll over towards the right to come onto the right elbow. And now from here we roll onto the hand, we slide the hand underneath the shoulder, so we're stacked. We bridge the hips up, we pick up the right leg, place the right knee underneath the body. We find our core to come to vertical. We organize our body to stand up, to come back down. We find the floor again with the right hand. We stack through that right arm to pick up the right leg and extend it out in front of you. Hips come to the floor. Slide the hand away. Elbow to floor. Shoulder roll to the left, back in fetal. When you move it over to the right side to do the other side, pick it up in your fetal, keep it close to your body and roll it there. Okay, and then you do the same on the other side. I won't do a technical breakdown, I'll just show you. Roll and press, right arm up, stack the shoulder, organize the legs. I've got a nice big box in the way to make it a little bit more difficult. I'm rolling over to the left, so I'm coming onto the left elbow, pressing into the right foot. Onto the hand, slide the hand in, bridge the hips up, left knee comes underneath, find my core, find vertical, and from here, organize my body to stand up safely. Coming back down, finding the floor with the left hand, I'll show you from this angle. Bridging the hips, hand, elbow, shoulder, and roll to the side. So troubleshooting, the two places where I see the biggest errors are when you're trying to roll it up to a seated position is number one. So here. A lot of people don't put enough drive into the leg. So when they come up, they'll find themselves doing this. Because there's loss of connection in the leg. So really drive into that foot, and that will help stabilize the entire chain for the body. So that's number one. Troubleshoot number two is when you get to this position here and you've got to pick up the long leg and place it underneath. Some people don't have the mobility to pick up the leg. So this, people struggle. So what you might find is it might be easier for you to just bring the leg even here. Then from there you can prop up and organize yourself. So it's just another option. If you can't get it underneath, you bring it as close as you can. You sit onto the heel, and then you use the heel and the hip to come up, and then organize yourself to stand up. I hope that's helped, and good luck.